guys, welcome to this week's edition of the American Contractor Show. I am your host, John Dye, and this show is all about you, helping you become the best contractor you could be, and our mission continues. It's simple. We want to inspire, motivate, and equip contractors to be the best that they can be and to help you guys know what's going on in the world of contracting and maybe forecast for the future a little bit. We're going to talk about some future stuff today, and it's going to be a great episode. Thanks for tuning in to one of these episodes, and yeah, let's dive right into this. I got some news out of California. All right, yeah, we're going to talk a little California for a minute. And this is actually huge news. This is out of Los Angeles, which you guys know Los Angeles is going through. California in general has a major housing crisis. They've got some issues. Houses are really expensive. There's all kinds of craziness out there. But check this one out. There was a school. It's called Woodbury University, and some students in Woodbury, they achieved the first of its kind construction with a remarkable 3D printed home. That's right. This is a 3D printed home that these students were able to construct using a 3D printer that literally can build a house. And I'll get you guys some details on this because this one's pretty cool. It's actually a net zero home, and I'll talk about what that means here in a minute. And it's in Los Angeles, and it's the first permitted 3D printed net zero home in Los Angeles. This is a 425 square foot solar futures house, and it was completed in just 15 hours. That's right. They built the entire house in 15 hours. All right. And they were using this technology. It was a 3D printer made by a company called COBOD International, and their printer was the BOD2 printer. This collaboration involved COBOD, obviously it involved Emergent, and the Laborers International Union of North America. So we had labor unions involved, we had this technology, and these really gifted students that were able to pull this feat off. And it was also, this was part of the U.S. Department of Energy's 2023 Solar Decathlon. This is a program that they do, and this home is designed to be a high-performance, low-carbon, and energy-efficient home. So let's talk a little bit about this for a second. The first thing that caught my eye was, what in the world is a net zero home? Why did they call it that? What does that even mean? And according to the article I read into this, it means that it reduces energy consumption and generates its own electricity via solar power. It can operate off-grid, increasing reliance to climate-related power outage, increasing resilience to climate-related power outages, and is equipped with a metal roof for wildfire protection. It can also collect and recirculate its own rainwater for irrigation, and it also reuses the gray water from like the shower, the sink, all that kind of stuff to be used within the toilet. They said they have plans to install an air-to-water system for drinking water and also for climate resilience. So they basically are building a home that is completely capable of being self-sustainable, which is really cool. And it's something that, I don't know about you, but that sounds like something I would want. I would love to not have to rely on anyone for my energy, for my water, for my septic, all that cool stuff, to have that all built into the house. That's what the goal of this house was, to have it basically a self-sustained home. Pretty incredible. And the fact that they built it in 15 hours, think about that for a second. They built the house in 15 hours. That's incredible. But there's some environmental stuff here, obviously, that people in California are, I'm sure, really excited about. 3D printing reduces construction time and material waste, and it lowers carbon emissions. And here's the crazy part. Think about California for a second. The average cost of a house in Burbank is $1.2 million. Well, they built this house for a lot less than that. This was a $250,000 house, which in that area, some areas of the country, $250,000 is a lot of money. In California, though, where the average home is $1.2 million, this is significantly cheaper than building a conventional constructed home. So it's pretty cool. There's some economic benefits there because of that. But at the end of the day, this is going to hopefully help address the housing crisis that they have in California. 3D printed buildings offer a potential solution to that crisis. And it's pretty incredible because they actually introduced 3D printing in the 1980s, if you didn't know that. And it's come a long way. It's become a lot more mainstream over the last few years, especially at a consumer level where you can go out and buy a 3D printer and print out whatever you want. Well, now, based on the technology, it's advanced so far that you can print out homes just like you can print out other things using 3D printing technology. And so in their minds, they think that 3D printing is potentially what could save us because of our labor shortage and some of the things that we are dealing with as an industry. 3D printing may be the answer that we're looking for to help alleviate some of the issues that we have. So pretty incredible technology, pretty cool that we see it now getting to this level, and that, these students are building cool houses. And if they're doing it, how long will it take for it to be brought along to other parts of the country? I know that in Texas, there's a big 3D printer of homes out of Austin that we've shown those videos before. They're pretty incredible. And it's going to become more and more mainstream. So keep an eye on this. It's going to change the way homes are built, the way homes are repaired, the way that things are done. 3D printing could potentially be a solution that will become way more mainstream here in the future. So, all right, guys. Next thing I want to talk about real quick before we get into some cool videos and some other cool stuff here in a little bit is this crazy heat, guys. It's officially summer. It's awesome that summer's here, but my God, has it gotten hot? And you guys, especially you guys in the Southwest right now, you guys have probably been feeling it the last few days. It has gotten pretty warm outside, which it presents itself with some pretty incredible challenges for contractors. So just real quick overview, they basically are saying that excessive heat warnings have covered most of California the last few days, Texas, Southwest Texas, or Southeast Texas, Southwest Texas. And it's pretty bad all the way over to Western Arizona, Nevada, Utah. Pretty much impacted about 29 million people with this crazy heat. Just for reference, record temperatures before this in Texas include 100 degrees in Brownsville, 101 in Harlingen, 106 degrees in Abilene, 111 in San Angelo. In Arizona, this one's crazy. Arizona saw its first 80+ degree Fahrenheit low since October 2023. That's right. The low is 80s plus in Phoenix right now, and they expect that it's going to get even worse over there. Nevada, you guys in Las Vegas, my friends in Vegas that are out there doing construction, doing stuff, they said that the heat got pretty hot on Thursday, and it got almost potentially over 112 degrees, which would potentially set a new record. So that's crazy to think that it is that hot in some parts of the country right now, and that we're experiencing this record-breaking heat. It's a big challenge, though, especially for contractors. You guys that are out there working, I know what it's like when we're outside. It's really, really tough sometimes to be prepared for some of these things. You get out in the morning, it's nice and cool. By midday, you're just like, you're going to die. And so it's pretty messed up. And this extreme heat is pretty dangerous too. You got to keep in mind, extreme heat is actually the top weather-related killer in the U.S. And so it's a huge risk especially for outdoor workers. You got to keep heat in mind. Heat is probably the biggest thing that you should have on your radar right now if you're thinking about safety, about your business, about liability. Keep the heat, under control. Make sure that people have the right things, that you have a plan in place, that you have safety measures going on, that you understand that you got to keep your people hydrated. This is a really, really important thing. I know when I'm out in the field, I typically like to keep a cooler full of drinks in my truck in case I run into a crew out doing a job or doing something. Make sure that everyone's got water and everyone's good, because this is one of the biggest things that could affect your business. And really, it could be dangerous, like life-threatening dangerous. People die in the heat. So, and you also got to think too about the material you're working with. A lot of people just think, oh yeah, the people, it's important that we keep the people safe, top priority. But also keep in mind, like whatever you're doing, whatever it is, whether you be doing roofing, landscaping, if you're doing asphalt, concrete, exterior siding, whatever it is that you're working with, that material is going to act a lot differently in the heat. And so keep that in mind, that it might cause you some delays because of the performance there. Your tools might end up, getting overheated. You got to make sure that you have a plan in place to make sure that you keep everything working and operating the right way that it should within the limits that they're designed to work in. So heat is going to affect a lot of the productivity over the next few weeks and, a couple months as the summer progresses. And so keep these things in mind as you plan out your jobs, as you plan out your projects, that your heat may actually slow you down. So some big things. And, I always like to work in the mornings and in the evenings when it's hot out. I think a lot of people feel that way. A lot of the workers, they prefer to take that midday break when it's really, really hot, because you can't really do much. You can't, if you, like, for example, if you're working on roofs and it's super, super scorching hot, you can't walk on that roof. You're going to damage it. You're going to damage the material. Roofs tend to get, their asphalt products are going to loosen up a little bit, get a little softer, and it's going to cause you to potentially damage the products that you're working on and the things that you're doing. So keep all these things in mind as the heat progresses, as the summer goes on. We got to make sure that we keep everyone safe and that we still are able to perform our jobs and do a great job while we're at it. So keep these things in mind. If you're a homeowner, keep in mind that your contractor may need to take a little extra time. It's okay. It's just part of it, and heat's going to do that. So big thing to keep in mind right now this time of year, and it's just going to get worse. We're not even in the middle of summer. Summer is just kicking off. I mean, we're barely into June right now, and already we're seeing these types of things. So it's going to get worse. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, though, I got some really cool videos to show you. And by the way, also, while we're talking about weather and the heat, make sure to check out our friends over at Hail Trace. We are super, super happy to be partners with them. They are a great product. They also are able to provide you information if you are out working the storm-related work. That there's a ton of storm-related work right now. But if you're out there, make sure to check out Hail Trace. They'll send you to the right location, make sure that you are working the right areas, and keep you informed. And so huge thanks to them for being a part of this. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, I got some cool videos to show you guys that we found on the internet that I think you guys are going to find to be pretty cool as well. So we'll be right back after this. Hey there, guys. Let's take a second to shine a spotlight on an incredible opportunity for all you hardworking contractors. We're thrilled to have Infinity Home Services on board this season. If you have yet to hear about Infinity, you gotta pay attention to this. Infinity Home Services is not just any roofing contractor. It's a powerhouse backed by private equity, and they're revolutionizing the way we think about roofing services. But here's the best part. They're looking to partner with ambitious contractors that are ready to take their business to the next level. So imagine having the support, the resources, and the expertise of a leading industry player on your side. And because they're all about adding value, Infinity Home Services offers a free, no strings attached evaluation of your business. Click the link in the comments or the show notes, and you could be on your way to unlocking incredible growth opportunities. Don't let this chance slip by. Sign up today for your free evaluation. As a sales leader, you know the importance of every customer interaction. So let me introduce you to Rilla, a powerful tool designed to enhance your team's in-home sales presentations. Rilla records and analyzes your team's interactions, providing detailed feedback that helps pinpoint strengths and identify areas for improvement. It's like having an expert sales coach available 24/7, ensuring your team performs at their best. With Rilla, watch your sales numbers soar as your team closes more deals efficiently. Don't wait to upgrade your sales strategy. Visit the Rilla link in the comments or show notes to discover how Rilla can revolutionize your team's performance. Welcome back, everyone, and a huge shout out to Infinity and to Rilla for being sponsors of the show. It makes this stuff possible. It makes it possible for us to come live every week and hang out with you guys for a little while and get you guys informed as to what's going on. So, guys, I got some videos to share with you, and these are fun ones. You're gonna like these ones, especially if you're a roofing contractor. You're gonna like this first one. This one's pretty relatable. We have a video of a roofing company with the homeowners, casually observing their team. What are your thoughts on homeowners watching every step of the process? Let's watch this one. So literally, the homeowner sat out in the front yard and watched these roofers install the roof, and look he's up here in the balcony, just couldn't keep his eyes off of it, making sure everything's doing what it needs to do. And I think we've all been there as contractors. We always have that one homeowner that usually they mean well. They're just interested in what's going on. I like it though. I've been there. I felt that. I know exactly what's going on there. But this is a homeowner that's watching like a hawk what's going on. So some of the comments on this video. First one up. That's when you sacrifice one employee to just go talk to him all day. I think we've actually done that before. We've had someone that basically their job is to quote unquote babysit the homeowner, essentially make sure that they're all right. They understand what's going on, maybe narrate the process for them. Another one says, my dad loves to watch the process happen. He just likes learning how things are done. Some people just like learning. I agree with that. I tend to do the same thing. I love to watch TV shows of people doing work. Doing work is actually one of the best ways for me to relax, is to watch other people work. So process and, watching that stuff happen, it's pretty fun. All right, here we go. In my time in service work, most of the older guys like this just miss working and wanted to converse about work they used to do. Best conversations for sure. And I think we've had those conversations several times as contractors. I hope you have, because they are some of the best conversations you could have. And yeah, those guys have some cool stories too about their time back on the job site. And so it's always fun to have them be a part of it, but it does kind of make things a little awkward sometimes. So shout out to you homeowners. Yeah, hang out, have a good time. It's a project, it's a process, and it is fun to watch. So, all right, next video, we're gonna do a genius or gimmick once again today. All right, and let's play this one and then see what you guys think about it.
Justin, what are we looking at?
This is our cargo buckle. It's mounted to a ladder rack. As you can see here, it's based like a seatbelt retractor. Everything is self-contained. You pull it over, it stores. It's got a mount to hook to itself, and then you can ratchet it down. You ratchet it down, everything's self-contained. That thing's not going anywhere. One finger, lift it up, everything releases, pulls back in, stores on itself. You're not throwing buckles across your truck anymore. We also have down here one that you can build into a trailer. Everything stores away completely, mounts inside. You can see it mounts flush. You can drive over it when you need it, lift it up, and ready to go again.
And this is called what?
The CargoBuckle by Emmy.
Thank you, sir.
So this is the CargoBuckle with a J-hook, and it's the CargoBuckle professional retractable ratchet tie-down system. Simplifies securing your gear with a durable, self-retracting polyester web that extends up to 7 feet. Can be permanently mounted with one bolt on various surfaces and offers optional adapters for mobility. This is a pretty cool tool. It does cost $80, just so you know. It's a little pricey, but I will say this: I have gone through so many ratchet straps in my day, making sure that our ladders are tied down, that our tools are tied down the way they need to be. We've gone through bungee cords, through all kinds of stuff throughout the years, and this is pretty cool. I personally think this is one of the coolest tools. For a service truck, for having that on there, for all you guys that are roofers that are moving around a lot. This makes it pretty simple and easy. And the nice thing is it's always going to be there. You just, when you need it, it's there, and then you just use it. I think it's a genius idea, but you guys tell me, you guys think it's cool or is it a gimmick? It's in our Amazon store, by the way, so make sure to go check it out. Top comments on this one. I'm very proud of whoever invented this. Good comment there. Number 2, love this, so clever. Number 3, those have been on drift boat trailers for years, apparently. That's cool. Well, now they're on ladder racks, so thank you for letting us know that they're also on drift boat trailers. And this one's a good one. He said it's not going anywhere, but he didn't tap it. So anything could happen now, because we all know you got to tap it as soon as you say that. It's not going anywhere. So anyways, what do you guys think? Genius or gimmick? Is this a cool tool? I personally think it's cool, but you guys tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not that smart. So if this is something that you guys would purchase for your business, maybe it's a little too expensive, but at the same time, is the actual invention cool? Tell us, genius or gimmick. Put your comment right down in there and let us know what you think about the CargoBuckle. I like it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the CargoBuckle. So just for the record. All right. We got one more video to show you guys today, and this one is the punch out list. This one's fun. You guys are going to like this one. I think we've all, if you've ever built a house or had to deal with homeowners and, different things, just watch the video.
Whoops. I'm out here at the 303 and the 60 doing a 1-year warranty inspection, and boy, I tell you, I've been at homes 2 weeks before closing that were more completed than this home. Let me show you. Whoops. Riser strap not installed, broken. Riser strap not installed, broken. But don't worry, Inspector JW said the final inspection was approved. Not only do they paint over tape, they actually stucco over your tape. This stucco is rated for chickens. That's why you can see the chicken wire through all the stucco. Pretty impressive, isn't it? The shower's cracked. The tab is broken. The enclosure leaks because they didn't install it correctly.
The holes.
They don't like ventilation. They completely sealed up that plumbing vent. That T-top, they completely crushed. Got a nice hole through the flex vent. You can't expect the builder to paint the entire wall.
All right, guys. So what do you think? This is a home inspector out here doing his job, and he's finding a lot of defects in these houses. And you got to admit, like, there's new houses that are being thrown up so quickly sometimes that I'm sure a lot of things are being overlooked that shouldn't be overlooked. But you know, when you're building, you know, I don't know how many houses this builder's putting up, but there's probably a lot of things that are not being checked, and obviously the end quality of homes has definitely decreased over the last few years, I've noticed. And so this is something that you're going to see more and more of. But pretty interesting video, pretty eye-opening to see what inspectors are seeing. But how picky should the home inspector be? And if you were the homeowner, how would you feel about this house? And I agree. Like, if I was the homeowner, I would feel pretty bad about this one. I want some repairs done pretty quickly, especially if this is at the 1-year mark of the house. So you've only lived in it for a year and you're thinking, what's going on? I don't know where North Copper Canyon is. I'm assuming it's somewhere out west. There's definitely, looks almost deserty, probably somewhere near Arizona or something, or Nevada. But at the end of the day, like, doesn't matter where it is. Houses need to be built properly. And if you're a homeowner, a lot of homeowners don't realize this. So having a home inspector, especially a good one, is worth its weight it's worth their weight in gold to make sure that things get done right. So top comments on this one. First one, the smoke detector killed me. Yeah, you can still hear that smoke detector going. That's the best. This one says, I hate home inspectors because they nitpick small paint details. That not even the naked eye would see. Literally pointless, no safety things. But this was a much needed inspection. I would not have turned over the units to the owners like that. Great job. So in one sentence, he says he hates it. Other sentence, he loves it. This is why the internet is so great. Okay, here we go. This one said, how are these still being allowed to be produced or sold? Great question, but it is happening, and it's happening a lot. And I think it's because it's so much happening so quickly. This one said, a handful of honest builders who value quality and craftsmanship left. And there are some good builders still left, but you're probably going to pay a premium for them. And that's just the law of supply and demand. Like, if you're a really good home builder and you build good quality houses, you should be charging more, because this is the competition. This is what the other buyers are able to potentially deal with. So you should charge a premium to build a good quality house nowadays, because that's just the reality of the economy that we live in. So it is what it is. But, you know, if you're a home builder and, you know, if you're a new homeowner, make sure that you check the quality. Maybe go look at some of the houses that the builder has built. See if they are actually good homes. See if the quality is really where it needs to be. Ask some of the local inspectors. Maybe reach out to them and ask them about the different builders. And they usually will tell you who builds the best homes, because they're inspecting homes all day long. So some good advice there for homeowners. But if you're potentially going to build, expect, though, that if you want to build a good quality home in today's environment, today's economy, you're probably going to have to spend a little bit more money than what you expected to get that quality that you expect. So it's unfortunate, but it is the reality of where we are currently as a nation and as an economy. But, you know, what do you do? Like, we have so much demand that we got to get these houses built. And so people are building houses for sheer profit and not really considering the quality that goes into these homes and the workmanship. And it's sad, because it's something that if you're a good builder, you want to be proud of it. You want to be proud of your house. You want to look at it and say, man, I built that home and it's a great house, and you know that it's a good house. So it is what it is, but you know, we are where we are. So, hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I got another one of the Job Nimbus peak performance reports, and this one's going to be fun. We're going to dive into sales again, talk a little bit about commissions. Oh, I know we're not supposed to talk about commissions here, but we're going to talk about commissions today a little bit and a few other things. So stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this. If you're in the contracting business, you know how tough it can be to stand out and scale up. That's why I'm excited to talk about Infinity Home Services, a name that's becoming synonymous with success in the roofing industry. Backed by private equity and with a track record of phenomenal growth, They're the partners you've been dreaming of. Here's the invitation to you guys. Infinity Home Services is looking for partners like you. They believe in building strong, mutually beneficial relationships that drive success. And to get the ball rolling, they're offering your business a free evaluation. Imagine getting personalized insights from industry leaders on elevating your business. All you need to do is click the link in the comments or our show notes, and you can get started right away. And this could be the game changer you've been waiting for. So don't hesitate. Click that link and get your free evaluation. Hey, want to ace every sales appointment? Then you got to meet Rilla, your new secret weapon. This innovative technology captures your in-home sales presentations and then analyzes the audio to give you personalized feedback. It's like having a coach with you at every step, helping you refine your approach, boost your confidence, and close more deals. Whether you're looking to sharpen your pitch or handle objections more effectively, Rilla provides the insights you need to grow and succeed. Elevate your sales game with Rilla. Visit the Rilla link in our comments or show notes and start transforming your sales approach today. Welcome back, and we are going to do our peak performance corner here. This part of the show I like to reserve just for Job Nimbus and this peak performance report because it is one of my favorite data collection pieces that has ever hit our industry. If you guys don't know what this is, the peak performance report is generated by Job Nimbus. This is now, I believe, the second year in a row that they've done it. They're doing it again next year, I'm sure. And this report essentially surveys contractors to find out what they're doing in their businesses. And they let us know the information, the results as to what other contractors are doing so that we can see where we stack up amongst our competition. And so this is a great part of the episode. And if you want the report, you can get the entire report for absolutely free. You don't have to be a Job Nimbus customer. You can just click on the link in the comments here. Get that report, get your hands on it. It's instant. You'll have the entire thing. Use it for your data, for your own processes for building your business. And it's something that I definitely encourage you guys to do. So today we're going to talk about commissions. This is out of page 14, and then we're going to go skip over to something else here in the peak performance report. But first thing we're talking about is, what is your base sales commission rate? Okay, this was a question that was asked to I think like 500 contractors. What is your base sales commission rate? And they split it up into two separate things. So you got base contractors. These are contractors that are your basic contractors. And then you've got high profitability contractors. These are contractors that do things at a higher level of profitability, which was very interesting. So according to this report, 5% commission was pretty common amongst the base contractors. 28% of them offered a 5% commission. 14% of high profitability contractors offered a 5% commission. 10% seemed to be a lot more the industry average. 51% of base contractors offered a 10% commission, whereas 48% of high profitability contractors offered a 10% commission. 15% was pretty even, 10 and 10. So 10% of base, 10% of high profitability contractors offered 15%. Now this one's interesting. 20% commission, 10% of base contractors offer 20% commission, but 29% of high profitability contractors offered a 20% commission. That blew my mind because you got to think, if you're giving away that much, how are you still maintaining a high profitability number? So let's read about it a little bit. Synopsis on this was about half of roofing companies offer a 10% commission for salespeople. And then it said how to nail it. What should you be doing as a contractor to potentially raise the bar in your business? It says you're safe paying a 10% commission rate, but if you want to increase your profitability, increase your sales commission. Increase your sales commission rate to attract better talent. Give your salespeople a better cut, and they'll push more. Interesting synopsis here from Job Nimbus. Interesting data for sure. I wasn't expecting that 20% to that 20% base commission rate to be that high for high profitability contractors, but it is. And that's a testament to where if you want good talent, you're going to pay for it. And if you want the best, it's going to cost you a little bit more. And is it worth it? Clearly it is. So something to keep in mind as you are growing and scaling your business. If you want to become part of that elite group of high profitability contractors, you need to pay your people a little bit more to attract the best talent in the industry. Once you got the best talent, sky's the limit at that point. So treat them well and they'll treat you well. All right, second one today we're going to go over is, what services do you provide? And this is more for roofing contractors. This is a Job Nimbus survey result. And most contractors offer residential retail. 91% offer that. 74% offer residential insurance. 50% offer commercial insurance, and 63% offer commercial retail. So synopsis is that residential retail is the most common roofing sector of those we surveyed, while commercial insurance is the least common. So how to nail it? As your company grows, keep your eyes open for opportunities to expand your services. And I'll throw a quick shout out. If you want to get into the commercial space, reach out to my buddy Paul Reed at Commercial Roofing Academy. Him and his team do a pretty cool 3-day training event. Usually it's in Colorado and Denver or in Phoenix. So both beautiful places you want to visit. And they offer a 3-day pretty intensive course, full days of training to basically help you introduce commercial to your business. If you're a residential contractor, it's a good way to get started. Probably one of the most comprehensive training programs. The book's like this thick. I have one in my office. It's humongous, the syllabus that they offer, and it's full of data and information to help you grow the commercial side of your business. And so great tools, great information. Hopefully this helps you guys out, understand where you stack up amongst your peers and what you can do to potentially stand out even more and become a better contractor. So great report. Make sure to grab your copy of the Peak Performance Report from Job Nimbus. It's a great piece of information that every business owner should have. You should have that one. And if you can print it out, bind it, do whatever you got to do, but that should be a basis of your business so that you can see where you stack up and get some really valuable information to help grow your business. So thank you, Job Nimbus, for doing that. Thank you for putting it together. And thank you guys today for watching the American Contractor Show. Once again, this show is all about you guys. It's about empowering, equipping, and motivating contractors to become the best that they can be. So I really, really appreciate you guys watching today. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I think we might actually be recording next week's episode from a remote location, but we shall see. So stay tuned for that. But I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag yet, but keep an eye. You don't know where John is, but John may be out doing some cool stuff. So I'll see you guys next week here for American Contractor Show. Have a great week and build something awesome. Thanks for joining us today on the American Contractor Show. Be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and leave your comments below. We'll see you guys in the next one.